Keith from the Ashland Fly Shop. We're cooking from the Doghouse here. We at the Fly Shop understand that, you know, we're just about to come into the salmon fly season. We're gonna end up rolling right out of that into the spring Chinook, then steelhead are gonna come, then it's gonna be caddis flies. We understand you need points. You need points in the bank so that when mama's mad, you got something, you know, you got a little something there that you can say, but baby, I got some food for you. So here we go. We're gonna teach you how to cook a grilled chicken with a risotto, a nice salad. That should do it for you. And here we go. So I know that sounded really complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a marinade for the chicken and go from there. Really simple. It's a little bit of mustard, a little bit of honey, a little bit of whatever this stuff is, balsamic vinaigrette, and some oil. This can be olive oil, and I have grapeseed oil. Just look around your cupboards, you're gonna find some stuff, it's gonna work. Here we go, that's it. Salt, just a little bit of salt in there. Maybe a little bit of pepper. That's it. Now, we're gonna take some of this and set it aside for the salad dressing, but then we're gonna put it all over our chicken. So here we go. I wanna take, you know, enough for the two of you to have some salad later. It doesn't take a lot, it goes a long ways. Let's grab out the chicken. This is a pretty big one. I'm looking to make them, you know, about even sizes. Here we go. There's 2 chicken breasts. That's enough for the both of you. I'm gonna make a little bit more just because I might feed the people from the shop tonight. Now, just gonna move this stuff around in there, just get it coated. Get it all over the place. All right, so the deal is you all know how to run a grill. I'm sure by now you've turned one of these on, but just do yourself a favor. Lift it first. Turn it on, hit the button till it starts. There you go. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna get this one going. There we go, we got 2 going. What I like to do whenever I grill is I'm just gonna take a paper towel with a little bit of oil and I'm gonna oil my grates real good right now. All right, here we go. Set that down. We're gonna let it get good and hot, really hot. So let's just walk away from it for about 10 minutes. I know, all you really want is meat and potatoes, but she doesn't want that. She wants some salad too. I'm sure of it. Oh, see, I'm making a mess. That's gonna get me in trouble. We're trying to score points, not get in trouble. So let's make sure we clean it up. I'm bad about cleaning up. So if you are trying to score points and you leave the kitchen a mess, you just toasted yourself. You're only gonna get, you know, a quarter of the brownie points you are if she comes home and there's dinner made and it's all clean and, you know, think about it. We're gonna add some stuff to that salad so it'll be super easy. You know, take a carrot, look at that, we're still alive. Haven't burned down the house yet. Got a salad made, got dressing. Let's go out and look at that grill. All right, you don't really have to get too worried about this right here, this whole temperature thing. Just turn it on all the way, let it get hot. It'll be okay. What I do to kind of test is just set my hand there for a minute. If I can't leave it there for too long, then you're probably gonna be okay. I got some tongs. Setting this chicken down on there. Hey, look at that. It's not sticking because we put that oil on there. Close it and walk away for 4 or 5 minutes. Just leave it alone. It's not gonna burn. It's not gonna do crazy stuff. So it's been 4 or 5 minutes. Go ahead and check the chicken so you make sure it doesn't burn, right? Let's just see where we're at. Oh yeah, look at that. Start looking for the hot spots. See where it's hot, where it's not. All right, so we got our salad made, we got the chicken on the grill. We're gonna start our risotto. Shallot. It's nothing but a fancy onion, people. That's all it is. It's a little milder though. I like my onions to be chopped pretty fine. My shallots, stuff like that. You know, in the rice, I just don't want a big chunk of onion in there. Garlic. Just get it going, pull one of those things out of there. All you gotta do, cut off the ends, get rid of that part, smash it down, get rid of the outside. 2 cloves in there, so take a second, make sure you get all the shell off of it. And just chop them kind of fine. The only thing difficult about risotto really is that it just takes a few minutes. It takes a while. You gotta stir it a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. You got some chicken broth in this case. Sometimes you use fish, but we're gonna use a chicken broth in this and some rice. We're gonna put them together. It's gonna make it awesome. So let's go over to the pot where we're gonna make the broth. We're gonna get some water in a pan. You can use bouillon, you can use all kinds of stuff. I happen to like this. It's better than bouillon. It's a, you know, you buy it in your soup aisle, sometimes it's in your baking aisle, but this is a chicken broth. It's a concentrated chicken broth. We're just gonna add it to the water and turn it on and get it hot. So we're gonna scoop out, follow the instructions. You know, if it says 3 tablespoons per whatever to make a nice broth, do that. And for those of you at this point who are just totally freaking out, like I'm gonna forget everything you just did, we're gonna have a full ingredients list with actual measurements for you so that you know how to do it. There we go. I'm pretty sure these are done now, so we're gonna pull them. Shut off our grill. So now they're off the grill, we don't want them to get cold. We're about to start our risotto, so we're gonna take these and just set them in the oven. You don't have to turn on the oven, you don't have to do anything like that. Just take your plate of chicken, put it in the oven. So now we're gonna start our risotto. Risotto is really easy. Don't let people fool you into thinking that it's hard to do. It is not. So we're gonna turn on our nice big pot here. Medium high. Don't want it burning. A little bit of butter. I like butter. Butter's great, excuse me. Olive oil. All right, I got my butter in there, got my oil. It's kind of starting to make some noises. You're seeing it around the little edges of the pot, kind of bubbling. Take the shallots, the garlic, just put them in there. If your house wasn't smelling good, it's going to now. I like to go ahead and put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper right in there right now. Give it a good stir. All right, now we're gonna stir in our rice. When you do it, if it's for 2 of you, you know, maybe 1.5 cups of rice. We'll write that in the recipe for you. I'm feeding a few more people, so we're gonna add a little bit more than that. I'm gonna put that rice in there, and I'm gonna stir it here. We just wanna toast this, just lightly. We don't want it burning, anything like that. Even turn down your heat just a little bit, it's okay. This is Aborio rice. You can use a Calrose rice or something like that, but really, you know, Aborio, spend the extra money. You know, you'd spend it on a fly, wouldn't you? Or that new reel that you didn't tell her about. Maybe the new Sims waders. You'd spend it there, so spend it on the food, it's okay. See this? Some of these are starting to look pretty translucent. You still got some of those white ones in there. Keep stirring it around just a little bit till they mostly all look like these translucent ones. Now, I got this handy dandy warm bit of broth there. Just gonna start adding it. And I like to add it just till I get the rice covered by about that much. See that? Bring it down to, you know, to a dull roar. Medium's probably good. Nice simmer. So it's been a few minutes here. I'm back checking it out. And come on in and look at this. See, our rice is starting to show on the top, that means one thing, more liquid. As we cook it out, then we're gonna get a little more sparing with it, but right now, that's what we're gonna do. Give it a good stir. So we're a good 10, 15 minutes in here on this. Can you come look at how this looks? What we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a good stir at this point. Kind of looking at that rice, seeing how it is. And at this moment, we're gonna be a little sparing with the liquid because we're gonna start trying to cook some of that liquid out and into the rice without making it really, really soupy. But we also need to check to see how done our rice is, right? So, get a spoon. Still pretty crunchy. The whole idea is to make it so that this is, it's not falling apart and it still holds its shape, but it's still got some texture to it, just like pasta. So we want to put a little bit more in here, that liquid, just kind of covering the rice again. Now, stir. And when you think your arm's going to fall off, gently stir. All right, here we go. See, starting to lose that liquid again. It's starting to condense, fill up that rice. A little more liquid. Loosen it back up. Just trying to cook that liquid right into that rice. But now look at how nice and creamy this is getting. Just by stirring. All right, so we just checked it. It's done. It's just hard enough that it's, that you can still taste it. Feels like pasta. So what we're gonna do, there's that handy dandy little thing right here. We're gonna shut it off. Parmesan. I happen to like a lot, some people don't. Butter. Stir. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna grab that chicken out of the oven here. What I like to do here, it's pretty simple. Our chicken is really nice and rested at this point. We're just gonna take and just slice them like this, just nice and thin. Perfectly done. They're still really moist. I don't know how much you guys want to eat, so that looks like about a serving to me. We're gonna come over here to our nice risotto. Look at this. See how it's kind of, it's not stuck together. It's not goopy. Got a little bit of that risotto in there. I made enough food for an army, so just like that. Take your chicken, get it in that plate. Take a little bit of these juices. And if this doesn't get you some brownie points, I don't know what will. Alright, so that really was not that hard, was it? In real time, if I wasn't cooking for 6 people and we were just doing the 2, it'd probably be about 40 minutes of your time. Now that 40 minutes of your time is really well invested in the next 40 days of your life when you're just going to be, well, if you're anything like me, you're a degenerate and you're going to be gone fishing every day. So, here it is. Rewind it as much as you want on YouTube or wherever you found it. There's your food. Make your girl some food. You can go fishing a little bit more. See you later.